What's up, Boxx World people, man? Coming back at you, man. We at it again, man. We got some history for you this time, man, about St. Albans, Jamaica, Queens, man. I know y'all heard about that area, man. If y'all didn't, man, y'all gonna hear about it today. We got my boy Tory G here in the building. He gonna give you some history, you know, about St. Albans, Jamaica, Queens, man. And we got a lot to tell y'all today, man. You know what I mean? So y'all keep your ears tuned because we're trying to get you sucked in, man, like that white girl from Poltergeist. You get me? But yeah, T man. Oh man, good to see you, man. Get to hear from you again, man. How's life treating you, man?
All is well, my brother. Shout
All
out
right,
to
all
all
right.
the people listening to Boxx World. We salute you for
Yes,
listening
sir.
to the podcast. We got something special for y'all today. Listen up.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But we gonna what do you want these people to know, Tori, man? What you want to start off with, man? And let these people know, man, where we from and when it got started, how it got started, and what's going on now, today, up to this current dates, man. What's going on with the area, man, we was born and raised in, man.
St. Albans, New York, special place, man. I want to start it off like this. St. Albans is in Queens. It's Jamaica, Queens. St. Albans is a section in Jamaica, Queens. Just Hollis is also considered Jamaica, Queens.
That's right.
Springfield Gardens, Queens Village, South Jamaica, and you have uh, other sections, a bunch of other sections in there, and then it's broken down into other sections through street format, like hood format.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, so I want to start off talking about St. Albans because it's a very special place in New York.
yeah.
A lot of people don't really know about it outside of New York like that. You know, you live in another state or you might visit somewhere and somebody like, well, where you from in New York?
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I'm from Queens. Like,
But
oh, okay,
mostly
I've been to Queens before.
yeah, we always say Queens. And then if they're gonna say, well, part of Queens, mostly we always say Jamaica Queens, because a lot of people haven't heard of St. Albans. But then if they have heard of Jamaica Queens and they from there, most likely they heard of St. Albans too. But a lot of people are not familiar with St. Albans. But we're gonna be familiar, they're gonna be familiar today, T.
It's like, somebody that lives in Queens
Yeah,
and they're from a area in Queens, like you got Corona, which is not Jamaica. Corona is all the way on the other side of Queens. But if you
yeah,
talk to them and they be like, okay, you from Queens? Yeah, what part? St. Albans. They're gonna be like, oh, you out there in Jamaica.
yeah, yeah, correct. Yep.
Right. So St. Albans is a super duper special place, man. Like, to start off, St. Albans existed since 1894.
Wow.
And then
1894?
1894, there was a man from England. That's who they named St. Albans after. His name was St. Alban. And
Yeah.
he was thought to be the first Christian martyr in England. He was thought to be.
Thought to be. Okay.
You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So that's how St. Albans got his name.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, its center is Linden Boulevard and Farmers Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's about 2 miles, I would say, northeast of John F. Kennedy Airport, JFK Airport. Very close.
Yeah. Well, Linden goes a long way, man. Pretty long.
Pretty far,
It was,
man.
was it always Linden Boulevard?
It wasn't always Linden Boulevard, but it used to be called Foch Boulevard. But that was
So
way
Linden.
before our time.
Oh,
Linden Boulevard was originally Foch Boulevard.
okay. All right. I didn't know that, but that's some history. Okay.
That was a long time ago. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
So, people that are from the Jamaica area, a lot of them, they know that. A lot of people know that's like a little older than us. Further
Yeah.
in Jamaica, South Jamaica, they got a place called Guyborough Boulevard, which is a very well known strip. But all the old timers call it New York Boulevard. It used to be called New York Boulevard.
Yo, I heard people say that. I heard people say that to me too before. Yeah, New York Boulevard. You're right, man.
If you ask an old timer for directions and you on that side of town, you like take New York Boulevard down to the such and such and make a right.
Yeah,
They
you're
gonna be
right.
like New
You're
York.
right.
People be like New York Boulevard. Where's New York Boulevard? Oh, Guy R. Brewer. That's what y'all call it, huh? No, it's
Yeah,
New
yeah.
York Boulevard to them still to this day.
To this day, that's right. Yeah.
You know.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna start talking about the real important section of St. Albans. Like I said, there's city within cities,
Yeah. Hmm.
towns within towns. So in St. Albans, you have an area called Addisley Park.
I used to go to that school, T man. That was my Head Start school, man. I went to, man. I graduated from there before with the kindergarten, man. Believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, the Triangle Church right there, man. That's out of Slate Park, and that's where I went to Head Start, man. And with your boy Todd, man. My boy Todd on Farm Farmers, man. He was in there with me, man. Shout out to Todd, man. Doing
Shout
your
out
thing.
to Todd.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. And when his mother used to babysit me after school for a few hours until my mom's got home from work. Believe it or not, man.
Wow.
Addisley Park, man. Back to Addisley Park. Sorry to cut you off, man.
Oh,
But
no
yeah,
problem, sir.
yeah,
Addisley Park was a place where a lot of rich Caucasian people lived at within St. Albans. They had real nice houses over there, big houses, well built. And across the street from it, this is way back when, there was a big golf course where they would all go over there. Babe Ruth used to play golf over there. All these upper class Caucasian people,
yeah.
senators, all this, they all lived in Addisley Park. You had
Okay.
astronauts living. You had astronauts living in Addisley Park. Astronauts.
Wow.
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
man.
St.
That's
Albans, man. So,
yeah.
um, in the 30s, the 20s, the 30s, that's when the Caucasian people was living in Addisley Park.
Okay.
When it got to the late 30s, that's when the black people started moving in. The upper echelon of black people started moving in there. The white people was complaining. They didn't want them to live in there, like, it was still segregated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
so once they
Unbelievable.
moved in there, I mean, you got to think it's up the upper echelon of black people. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of musicians and athletes, everything moving into there. So most of the white people ain't really have no problem with that, because when people are famous and you black to a white person, you know what I'm saying, it's not that bad. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
they're not robbers, they're not killers, they're not. This is how our lives are. So
Yeah.
if you're a star, they don't feel no way about you because they don't feel like you're gonna rob them.
Yeah.
So that's what was going on in Addisley Park. And then all these famous musicians started moving in there, and these people, there was athletes like Jackie Robinson, uh,
Yeah.
musicians like Fats Waller, singers like Lena Horne, Ella Fitzgerald, Count Basie, Johnny Coltrane,
Wow.
Miles Davis, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Bob
All of them.
Cousy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Bob
Joe
Cousy, the Celtics player back in I think the '60s. He was playing. Yeah.
Joe Lewis was living in there. I mean, all these people, and it's just like, it's so many of them you can't even name them. I mean, like, there's so many of them you can't. It just goes on. Babe Ruth, like I was saying, you know, Annalie Fisher, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Roy
Okay.
Wilkins. You got Roy Wilkins Park.
Roy
Roy Wilkins was a civil rights activist.
Okay, okay, I got you. Oh, word. That's what I knew. He had to have been someone important, though. Yep, I knew he had to have been someone important.
Right. So
Yeah, I
like
didn't. Well, thank you for your history, man. You know what I mean? Because that's stuff that I didn't know either, man. So I know a lot of people didn't know, just like I didn't know, man. But yeah, man, appreciate that history, man.
stay tuned for Boxx World Podcast presents St. Albans Part 2. Can't miss it.